Hello. Hello. There it goes. Sorry if that was really loud, Graham. Mic isn't muted, just everything updated, and every time it does something stupid, and it resets a bunch of settings, so, this might be one of those streams that's just kind of a wreck. Mic wasn't muted, it just wasn't routed. Hello, everybody. How you doing? I've got to get ready for being in the proper place to hobby. Watch this. I thought that would be much faster. It's a very, very, very slow chair. This is what we found out that worked really good last time, is I got lower and I wasn't as hunkered over, which hurt my back less. So there we are. I've got ways to keep my body from freaking out. All right. Let's see here. Let's switch over here. Woohoo! Got the counter. Got more tea. What little do you guys know, I just rolled out of bed, and I'm having a really poofy hair day, so it's why I am top knotting it today. So, top of the show business. While I'm setting up things here, hold on. There we go. Can you hear me? Is this thing driving me all nuts? I'll move this down a little bit. Thank you. Fashion icon Heath Aldrich, that is correct. Nobody wanted to look like me until everybody wanted to look like me. So, some channel updates. I had an awesome week as far as hair in my tea. Homework was done. I reached out to some people, let everybody know that I care for them, and they're the things that they do for me are not the reasons why I'm here. And I had mainly very positive responses, which is like totally all right. Like, and you know, I did do a copy and paste, so everybody got the same message. Just because I didn't know how to take extra time in my day to demand new homework. No, I think that you and MinMax both broke me as far as homework goes. I challenged everybody to reach out, and not expecting anybody to reach to me. That was not something I was like, hey, you know, give me some things that make me feel better or bigger or whatever. Like, I wasn't fishing for compliments, but I got a couple that were really sweet. And to Matt about made me cry at work, as he has helped me out. His box is around here somewhere. I gotta grab it. He helped me out with cats for my model. Oh, it's an ongoing assignment. What's up, Signarly? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, hair's up. I'm having a real poofy hair day, and like, you know, like, poofy hair is not a bad thing, but this was just like, it was a little too much. So I went top knot today, because it's long enough, and I shaved the side of my head again, so that's not like, you know, bushy looking. So I'm pretty excited about that. What's up, Salt and Sassy? I am doing well. I have had a weekend that has been like heartwarming and touching in ways that I did not expect, and I'm just you know, really feeling good. And yeah, some of you did that for me, which was it was wholesome AF. Wholesome AF. Yeah. Demat sent me a letter that you know, I never expect painting models and talking with people could be anything more than what it is. You know, that's kind of an interesting statement. I'll say that again. I never thought that this could be more than what it is. And I just want you all to kind of roll that around in your head cavities for a second. I did this as something, it's like a way to stave off boredom and isolation from you know, once COVID started. Chris, what's going on, man? Dude, congratulations on the COVID shot. That is fantastic. Which one are you getting? Are you getting the one and done J&J, or are you going with a 2-doser with a Moderna or a Pfizer? Yeah, Salt and Sassy. It's more than just a great day. So like I've had a hard month. We've all talked about it. Going 2-dose. Fantastic. That man, I'm happy. I'm happy to hear that more people are getting vaccinated. And you know, so like to continue the story, I had set up homework. Some people message people. You know, we all talk about it in the Discord, just kind of like keep making sure the chat's going and everything, that everybody's, you know, holding up their end of the bargain. And so I'm just kind of in that zone of like, okay, like this is moving, this is cool. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm so glad that you're getting your Salt and Sassy. That's really exciting. And Salt and Sassy, you're over the pond, aren't you? So are you doing the AstraZeneca? Or AstraZeneca? Astro is not correct. Ooh, I should probably, before I just like squeeze glue into this thing, like dry fit it. Make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, yeah, it goes like that. And Chris, good on your ex. Good on your ex. Let's get this world back in some sort of working order. Oops. And I promise you won't regret it. Holy moly. Jarrett, what's up, buddy? Happy Saturday. Arnold, how you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god, look at all them emotes. What's going on, fellow raiders? Jarrett, I think I messed up and forgot to give you a shout out on my last Judgment video, and I haven't checked it yet, but I woke up this morning being like, son of a bitch, I think I messed that up. So I'll make it up to you. AstraZeneca. Had my first, now waiting on the second to go. Oh, you gotta go early. Oh, cool. Jarrett, New Meta, what's up, buddy? Nevik, how you doing? Buddy Minis, how you been? Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to the murder basement. Gather around. We're having story time and gluing models together because I have too much stuff on my table. All good. I don't support you for shoutouts, but I appreciate. I feel you. It's one of those like things. It's like literally the only thing I do, and so I kind of was like, oh man, I messed that one up. Almost unpacked. Hobby room almost done. Hell yeah. And again, no Twitch link on YouTube. Follow you there as well. Wee. Trader Legions, what's up? Arnold, what's going on? Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I? Put a link. I'm a fucking idiot on that one. More than dice. What's going on? How you doing? Welcome to the murder basement. Small Folk Studios. Oh my god, look at all these people. Dude, Jarrett, so you have been a really fun career to watch on Twitch, because I watched you go from being just a fan of people's work to starting to stream, and watched you go from like having like 5 people to like 30 people in a matter of like a couple of weeks. And I don't think anybody understands like how much that like makes my like heart like swoon. I'm just like, God damn it, that's so sweet. It's so cool. Street Fur, what's up, buddy? How you been? Click on link. I'm lazy and click on link is easier. Yeah, I feel ya. So, for all the new people here, like, I'll start this story over just a little bit. Dude, James, I got this single shot too. That thing was, did you, like, 24 hours after the shot, I felt like somebody had, like, beat me up with a lead pipe. It was, it was something else. So, the shout outs, are exclamation SO and then the name, and that'll work. But you can do that, but like the shout outs will like pop up a hyperlink for everybody on Twitch. So for everybody new, welcome. I was talking about my week and the homework that I love to oh dude, that's so good. No one knows how much you appreciate everyone's time. That's like an amazing like sentence, and it's very concise and something that like I try to explain to people. I was like, no, I don't think you understand people giving your time to that. It's amazing how like touching it is. Like that's anybody would take the time out of their day to do it. It's fucking amazing. So like I'm with you, and thank you for saying it that way, because sometimes it's hard to explain that it's so concisely. So so last week I gave everybody some homework to go to your favorite creators, people who you either just like follow or people that you monetarily give money to, like Patreon or whatever, and write them a letter, because like I've done enough research on people. Like, unless if it's like a 3D printing thing, most people don't do the Patreon thing because they get stuff. Like, some people... Am I frozen again? Are you telling me I'm frozen again? I hope I'm not frozen again. Looks like everything's working alright. Dramatic Crackle got my back. So this was my my homework that I okay, I'm fine. Okay. Woohoo! I've been having a lot of internet issues, so like if it happens, I feel ya. No froze. Okay, cool. Man, Arnold, sorry that's been happening. So I wanted everybody to like go to your favorite creators and just like write to them and say, hey, I support you because you are you, not because of what you give me. And that turned into some like, just like checking with people, like how was the homework, and people were so responsive of that. Yeah, and the responses you received back from your assignment were so good they made your week better. And Sinister Rackle, I had the same experience. Like it was really heartwarming for me to actually talk to people that with Sam Lenz, like he works his ass off for his Patreon, and I feel so bad that I never look at any of his Patreon stuff. And like and Duff is the same. Duff is one of the hardest working Patreon people I have ever met, and I'm like, man, I never ever look at your things, and I'm very sorry. But also, like, I just wanted you to know that I appreciate you, and that's something that I think it's hard, when you're in the weeds and when you're in the thick of it, it's hard to remember that these relationships can be both ways. And so I had some really touching experiences from the people, but I also got some really touching responses back. And Demat totally fucked me up. He was helping me with the Fabulous Marines, printing me out some cats as my 3D printer. It's not that it's garbage, it's just that I'm garbage with it and I don't know how to run it, and I'm not going to pretend like I know how to run it. And he sent me a bunch of extra little stuff in there just to say hi and thanks. And there's just something about the sentimentality of it. Like, it's all it said was just like, thank you for helping me get back into the hobby, which is something that like is amazing, but also like kind of heartbreaking that like you were ever out of the hobby. Like this place is better because of people like you and people who want to make this like a special thing. So like I walked away from this thing like deeply touched. Like it affected me in ways that I didn't expect. So if you haven't already done your homework, I highly recommend doing it. It is pretty amazing, the relationship that we have with our streamers and our content creators. And you know, even if it's not a monetary thing, just to say thank you for what you do, you have no idea what it does to them. Like it's just an amazing feeling. So that was so good, the Matt one. And then I get surprised from a box from from MinMax, and her homework was setting up something that we've been trying to talk about for. We're making him blush. Well, it's all true. No fooling. But MinMax and I have been talking about trying to do a multi-stream for like a million years, and it just hasn't happened. Unfortunately, life gets in the way, health gets in the way, and it's just been really difficult to make happen. And so actually, that's going to be the next thing I'll pull out here, because we got some gaps to fill. Let's be honest, I love you, Heath. I struggle to be motivated to do homework in school, and meow, it's like pulling teeth through my eyeballs. No, I feel you, Street Fur. I'm right there with you. But this homework, it took me a little bit to like get myself kind of amped up to do it, because like you actually never know. Did you say meow? You never know what the response is going to be, and I think that it's not a bad thing. It's just like kind of a thing. I will admit, much like school, I didn't do my homework, but I meant to. But instead, I told my DM how awesome he is and thank him for not killing my D&D character this month. Salt and Sassy, that counts. That counts. DMs probably need a lot more love than they get, because that shit is it's not hard. It is just consuming. I'm not gonna say time consuming, but like you get invested in that in a way that's pretty unique. So Scotch hobbies, I felt the exact same way. Well, but here's the thing. You guys are in the Brush Coven all day long, chatting, like pumping people up. That's the homework. That's the homework. Just because you didn't do it to like DMing is very consuming, yes. But like, I don't think you guys understand. All I'm saying is just be positive, and the homework's done. You guys did it. You made my life better, and you made other people's lives better, and you didn't even know it. That is amazing. And I think that if everybody had that same sort of like idea of like, this is the hobby, you know, this is part of the hobby, and it's making people feel good. God damn, we could be an unstoppable group. Us miniature painters, we could be. Let me grab the stuff that MinMax grabbed, because you guys are gonna just giggle your asses off. Hold on one second. Oh, this chair being shorter is hard as hell to get in and out of, though. That's the one thing that I didn't realize. Okay, before I show you what MinMax sent me, I want to show you some of the cool stuff that Demat sent me. Check out this, like, Berserker Bunny, which actually, let's put a spot of glue. Let's put a couple spots of glue here. What's up, Bladdersill? Jerry, you're a bit jealous. Dude, this 1 year of growth. Just have to give up all hope and stop cutting your hair. And then also be ready for people to make fun of you. Berserker Bunny. Yeah, check this thing out. Isn't it awesome? I don't even know what it's from. It looks like it's from like a comic book. And man, DeMatt's 3D prints are really good. I'm really impressed in them. This is I think he was a little upset. There looks like this didn't print out perfectly, but you know what? It's fine with me. Do I look like a cat? Do I look like a cat to you? Jumping around all nimbly pimbly from tree to tree. And it's one of those things that I know I've said it before. I've said it a million times. Super Troopers, one of the funniest movies ever made. Littering and smoking the reefer. Made all these little tiny kitties to go on the base, and they're at like a bunch of different scales, so we can pick out which ones work best. That's so cool. Man, Nevik, I'm doing really well. Just having a really fun time. Scotch and Hobbies is at a standstill with his model, and he don't know what to do with himself. I think it's time to bust out the brush. So I've got kitties. A really touching note. I'm just like floored by you guys. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. The second one was hot garbage. Nevik, you're not wrong, but the whole thing about the male-female strip club with what you in America don't have some dick and tits? That was fucking hilarious. What's up, Mini Gamer J? I enjoyed your Curse City video. That was great. All moved and set up. Gonna be able to start streaming again. Hell yeah. Part of what DeMatt sent was also this guy. It's a big old Gundam head. And it opens up and the eye moves, which is pretty cool. This might be a fun thing to actually like paint. Although like I've got so much shit to paint. It might just look cool hanging out. But it's kind of like a gachapon thing. So, pretty cool. I dig it. Also, here's another one. And in fact, like, why don't we open this up and paint this right now? I'm going to have to move my tea. Abby, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. How's life? Is that what this is from? Is Dark Sword? I mean, like, it's a cool sculpt. It's got great details on it. Melkindor. Oh, hey. What's up, Melkindor? Giggling Geekette. I am just doing the classic chai tea. It's at the bottom of the bag, so it has the perfect amount of clove to tea ratio. And it's always sad as soon as it runs out, because you're just like, oh man, I want more of that. Feeling the fatigue from your second COVID shot on Friday. Well, I'm glad that you got it on Friday, so hopefully by tomorrow you'll be back to normal. Because yeah, I hear the second shots are always a little bit of a doozy. Arch villain. Ah, cool. So let's see here. This opens up here, that comes off there. This comes out here. These things are crazy. You know that, right? These things are like absolutely insane. Let's see. This should come off. Yeah. So, which means this probably goes on here. That's its base. And say base. How low can you go? Death row. What a brother know. It's the impact. It's the incredible. Prime animal. The young cannibal. The public enemy #1. What's up, Psycho Dance Queen? How you doing? Walter's Workshop. What's up? Look down for a second. Trader's Legion got the second shot on Monday. And then you have a Oh, Trader Legions. That's you know what? I still support that. I think that even though that may seem like a not great idea, any vaccine is a good vaccine. So kudos to you for doing it. Walters, I'm doing very good today. We're having fun. We're talking like amazing weekend. So okay, so just chilling. Excellent. Second shot gave you weird feels for 2 days, for 2 hours a day. It was weird. Interesting. Yeah, my Abby, this is all music I made. It is, if you are interested in checking it out, I don't know if you've already done that, but you can hit !music and it should give you a link to my Bandcamp page. I am going to, as you can see, like I have a table behind me. I'm going to be setting up my synth and probably doing a stream a week, working on music for my upcoming seasons of Hobby Time in the Murder Basement and the National Parks podcast that I've been starting. Prepping for running an RPG this evening. Excellent. What system are you using? Suck it up, even if that person. So, yeah, you know what? And that might be the way you have to do it. And I'm sorry, but you know, it might be it. Okay, so how is this supposed to work? It feels like I'm missing a piece. What's going on here? Let's look back in this. Nope. Gundam head. Open up, open up. Okay, so there's still a part missing. Got too much stuff on this desk. Got too much stuff on the desk. Legend of the Five Rings. Interesting. I have friends that are way into that game. You're gonna eat the whole box. I would also eat the whole box. No doubt in my mind would I eat that whole box. What is happening here? My chair's making squeaky fart noises and it's making me giggle. Oh hey, there it is. Another box here. Look at that. Oh, my desk is wrecked. And it's only gonna continue to be wrecked, unfortunately. Okay, so these guys, the V-fins, go like this. Go like this. Yo. Is it any good? Sinister Grackle, you know what the answer is to that. It's cinnamon and sugar. Of course it's good. Oop. Wait, is it like this? What's happening here? Is it like that? Did I do it right? Now I don't know. Yeah, that's right. Okay, there you go. Here's the other Gundam head. Check that out. This guy goes there. That guy goes there. So I've got a Zaku. I got an XR78. Pew, pew, pew. These guys are pretty cute. I dig them. Demat, thank you so much. That is like... It was really sweet. I really appreciate it. Love the bunny space. Yeah, Chris, I'm with you 100%. I love the Underworld's bases. I think that they're such an awesome idea. So, this is the card I got from MinMax. Look at that. Holy shit, you're incredible. How the like, that's an amazing card. And, you know, basically, She explained what she's sending me and saying that we need to do a multi-stream because we've been talking about it for forever. But look at this thing. Look at this thing. This is a weirdo. So these are bizarre like plastic model kits that are like insane, and the hat goes on. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to like glue the hat on, which I probably will because it doesn't actually like clip on well. She's got a couple gaps to fill, a couple seams to sand, but yeah, she's got this base. Get her glued down to this. Walters, what'd you build? What is this? I don't even know what this is. I can't, what is that? It's like, if this was like anything else, I'd be like, oh yeah, it's fucking arrows, and you put arrows in the back. It's a quiver. She's got all sorts of cute little accessories. Little glasses. Actually, I go the other way around. Look at that. I stinking love this model. It's adorable. Master Grade Gundam Spiegel from G Gundam. Interesting. I have not done any G Gundam stuff, but I will say this: I love building Gundams. I think that more of us hobby people should be building more Gundams because they're great. They're so much fun. Okay, so we're gonna get the super thick out. She's got a couple gaps that we gotta fill. The Master Grade is such an awesome size too. Like, a lot of people are like too intimidated by him to start with, and I'm like, fuck that. Get in there. Signarly, they really are a great time. Hey, everybody, if you aren't following Signarly, everybody should give him a follow. He's going to be streaming here soon today, and he's going to be doing a bunch of weathering stuff and Gundam-related things. So there's a pretty good chance we're going to go check that out after I'm done here. This model is crazy. I don't know what's happening here. Like, I honestly, like, it's some of the weirdest plastic I've ever seen in my life. I like her hips and her butt. That's pretty cute. She's got weird bug-out eyeballs. Yeah, Walters, I'm with you. I want to make a bunch of dioramas, too. I need to actually, like, get going on all of my Gundam videos that I was working on, because I started writing scripts and it just never really manifested into what I wanted it to be. I'm dripping plastic goo all over here. There we go. I don't think my random's working here. I tell you, all my settings were all messed up today. Zambies, what are you doing to that crotch? I'm doing the same thing that I'm doing to that ass. That's what's going on. How you doing, Zambies? How you doing today? Hopefully well. Damn, right? Kind of angular, weird ass. I love it. Oh yeah, so continued story of why I had such a good week. So, as some of you may remember, and Zambi's just reminded me, a couple weeks back, I had kind of a low pressure, like, hey, if you can support this guy with his medical bills thing for uh, um, through a GoFundMe, because they're really need to need help getting their house in shape to get him in there so he can get rehabilitated after he fell 20 feet through the roof of his garage onto concrete. Joe Ford and his family came up because they needed to get something from IKEA, and as everybody knows, IKEA doesn't ship, and so they came up, and he's doing great. He is still in a wheelchair. He can kind of hop around a little bit on one leg, but everybody doesn't like that. But he's like tired of being like weighted on hand and foot by people, which I totally get. I would be the exact same way. Nope. And so he's doing well though. Like his recovery is going well. He is. That message you posted, Rage your spirits, excellent, man. I'm so glad. That was kind of what I wanted to do, because like you guys all supported somebody that you didn't even know, and helped his family out in a way that was very meaningful. Like I was talking to him, and I told him what you all did for him, and like Kara, his wife, just like almost started crying. She was just like, I just can't believe how everybody's came out, like. It's been really heartwarming to be on the receiving end of all this love. And I was like, man, you guys have done so much for your communities, like it's like literally the least that we can do is try to help you out in your time of need. And so they're having, it's hard. It's hard to be receptive to that sort of support when you're pretty independent people. But Joe's doing well. They okay, you're at a computer. Excellent. Joe's right hand is completely destroyed. Like it was broken in so many different places that he literally just had like the apparatus to hold it in one place. They had like this crazy like armature that like held all the bones in place. They literally just took that off, and they have him now in more of like a standard permanent cast. They still need surgeries and things, so like they didn't want to like cast it up, so it's in like a hard plastic thing to keep him from moving it, and he's being really careful. But it was really nice seeing him and his wife and Ruby, their little precocious little 6-year-old who is just full of life and wonder. Like it's just nice seeing them happy, and it really lifted my spirits. I often say that food is the best medicine, where you can actually sit down and get back in touch with people that you love, and dinner does that. And so we had this Israeli inspired Mediterranean food that was just absolutely incredible. DeMatt's doing this. What kind of time frame are they giving him? Like, it's just like one of those things that they're like kind of one day at a time. He is probably going to be wheelchair bound. He's got like a walker at home that he uses, but anytime he's out in public, because he can't really support himself up without without his wheelchair. Like the walker is really only like to get him to the bathroom, and that's it. So he's got a long way to go. An extremely long way to go. So he's probably got another 6 months to a year before he's like probably walking with a cane at that point. We we kind of just more focused on the now and not the future, just because I wanted to hear him be hear how he was doing his story. I literally don't know what this is. Can anybody guess what this piece is? What is this thing? What's going on here? What is that? Any ladies in the house have one of these? She's got such weird style. I love it. It's so bizarre. Wolverine claws. What's up, Jamie? How you doing? Yeah, they're pretty much Wolverine claws. Extension fingernails. I literally have no idea what it is. So, exhaust pipes that come out of her hat. I should probably look it up. Let's see here. Is it tassels for the purse? Maybe? They're called weirdos. And if I remember right, there's a song here. I'm just gonna like... Oh, Signarly, I have links blocked, so you might have beat me to the punch, but I can't see what the punch was. Nope, it's blocked out. Sorry. These are amazing. Hold on. We're screen. Can we screen capture? Oh yeah, look at that. Hawk Weirdos Curvette. Curvette's her name. That's great. I'm actually gonna mute this so you guys can see these. They're amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, there she is. There's Curvette. Okay, they are exhaust pipes for her hat. What the hell? We're gonna just search Curvette. Weirdo. Oh my god, that's amazing. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Just look at it. Look at it. Yeah, the rat pink type things. Those are insane. Oh my god. I love them. I love them. Weird. Weird O's, you might say. Whee! Okay, so we'll attach this. Oh shit, it's stuck to her butt. Gotta use that extra thick. Oh, really? That's fucking awesome, dude. So, Numet, are you back in the office? Latino Hot, what's going on? How you doing? How's your weekend going? You're trying to avoid it like the plague because it is. Yeah, I feel you, buddy. Have you gone up and harassed our friend MinMax? The Piety and Pain box. There you go. You know, so that's one of the things that we were discussing last night because, like, you know, Joe and Kara, they live in Jonesboro, Arkansas, or as we say to make it sound more fun, Jones Boogie, Arkansas. Jonesboro is kind of like a desert. There's nothing of a whole lot of culture. Sinjis, what's up? How you doing? She works when work say, yeah. Bummer. I something that we realized, so like that, like Jonesboro is kind of a rough place because it's like it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's not exactly like culturally relevant like at all, even though they have like a really great arts program. You know, they you know, it's just like a conservative little town. You know, it's always going to kind of be what it is. It is what it is. And so so they want to be in a place that's not that, and they love St. Louis. And you know what, St. Louis would love to have them too. And you know, the thing with Joe is Joe has tenure. I totally forgot that he went through all the stuff to get tenure at ASU. So like he can kind of, you know, dictate his life, which is pretty amazing. And I'm thrilled for him that he has that. But the wait a minute. Now she has hat exhaust. Yes, Jamie. Yes, Jamie. You are correct. Hat exhaust. Hawk Model Co. Made in the USA. Check that out. That's really cool. Holy shit, 1964? I wonder if this model is from 1964. If I'm working on a piece of history right now, which would be super fucking cool. Like, I would be way into that. And I was like, I think if anything that COVID has, like, showed us is that we can work remotely and still do a pretty decent job. Like 70% of our jobs don't need to be in person. And so, you know, like, if you can avoid it, like, why not? And I get, like, morale and, you know, some of it just, like, it really feels better to have people in person, but, like, also, like, is it super necessary? Oh, that's on the ground. They're old as fuck, really? Oh, dude, so cool. I want more of them, then. I want more. There's this old retro toy store here in town that I see all the time on our way to the range, and I want to stop off one day, but I don't want to do that while I have firearms in my car. That just doesn't sound like a smart idea. It's true. My boss can produce it just as easy if I'm working remotely. Right? Oh boy. That's a spicy take there, DeMatt. I actually might have one of these. I have like a Dracula racer somewhere that I need to pull out that a buddy gave me for my birthday a couple years ago. And I never opened it up because I was like, I was still drinking at the time, so I hadn't found my love of making models. And you know, part of the challenge is getting there, understanding what you like. Whoa. Isn't efficient, yeah. Yeah, well, and there's some people that, like... Why are you taking guns shopping? Exactly, Salt and Sassy, right. Scotch and hobbies. Oh, man. Oh, no. He's just skipped it. He's like, oh, it's okay. It's fine. It's not a thing. Alright, put some extra thick right there. Get these glasses fit in. Ooh, here's my new song. Whoa. Here, I'll turn this up if you haven't heard this yet. Oop, I just muted it. I did this for a charity video in 2019, and I lost it. And so it's just been kind of sitting there. So I was thrilled to find this. Crank that, soldier boy. Need to let that glue set up for a second. Time to have a Newton. Whoa. That's crazy, new meta. That's crazy. So, sorry, talking with a mouthful. Part of working on music on stream, I think Sundays are always going to be painting and models and stuff. I think maybe like Wednesday night, I'll work on music. Wednesday or Friday. Excuse me. Just to kind of like, keep myself, fresh, keep on moving in the right direction on these next projects that I have coming up, and I'm very excited to have that. Like, I think that that's going to be really cool. Yeah, they're gonna blow me out. So, if any of you are interested, it'll be stuff like this that I'm doing, like cool. I'm very quiet. It shows that I'm in the red. Min-Max. Hi, my friend. Look what I'm working on. I'm working on our little lady here. Making rich people rich. Yeah, YouTube like made my Saturday, and it's like. Oh yeah. Yeah, I cranked the music. That's what's going on. Cranked it. Even though it's quiet for me. Here, turn it back down. We'll go back to regular music town. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. gonna have to do some sanding on her. These glasses. Yeah, okay, they're good. I will come in here and also gonna smooth some of this stuff out. All I know is this model, when I saw this in the box, I just like had the biggest shit-eating grin on my face. Yeah. So, like, first it was I get to work and I get a package from DeMat, and it like broke me. I was just like emotionally like, whoa, that's amazing. Thank you so much for making me feel that way. Thank you. And then I get home, there's a package waiting for MinMax, and that package broke me again. Like I said, when you get a card like this in the mail, it's hard not to be broken. Holy shit, you're incredible. MinMax, you're incredible. You're incredible. Yeah. New Matt, I've been like trying to think about like what to do and like for you in the murder basement and just like us in just general, like trying to get things to work in time frame, because I want to play Monster Hunter more, for sure. Oh my god, this is insane. I love this model so much. I don't even think you guys understand. I love it. I love it. I need to know where you got those cards. Oh, this bottle of glue is almost out. Which feels good, because I don't often get to do that. Planning to try and send you a postcard, but I couldn't find any good ones. It's Chelsea Jane, and then add the .com. There you go. Oh, Max, I'm sorry you're not great today. Well, we're here when you're ready. Oh, man. Look at this thing. Actually, check this. I got this thing here. It's crazy. You just like... You guys want to see a mental disorder manifested in real life? Just look at my desk. Yes, I know the camera's not available. Hold on, hold on. Close one, doll. Nope. This software is janky, especially when I'm trying to get it to do stuff it doesn't want to do. Okay, here's the thing. I'll try to do it so it doesn't make anybody super sick. So like I got models on my wet palette. I've got stuff here. I've got much more stuff Like it's a mess. It's a thing. Chris, thank you so much, man. A, I'm I'm wanting to do. I was talking with my uncle about this. So I have my uncle Jason. Astro Zombiac. With great power comes great responsibility, and unfortunately, I am shirking my my responsibility. Was that the mother trucking space monkey? um. So. Um. Him and I probably have some severe undiagnosed ADHD. Like, we can't sit around very much. We have to move. We can't just focus on one thing. We have to focus on like 10 things. We both work in piles. He started running, and he says that that's been helping his health out. And while I can't get behind running, I just think that it is. I mean, like, I get why you would want to run, but like, I just don't think it's for me. He's like, I've been starting to meditate, because him and I both had to quit drinking at about the same time, and he's taken that time. He's older than me. He's like 15 years older than me, I think. So he's taken his time to like work on his health in that way, and I have taken my time to paint a shitload of minis. Like that's what I did with my health. Yeah, if I'm running, please kill what's chasing me. Jamie, that's exactly what I said. I was like, I only run for 2 reasons. And most of the time it's because there's a bear or something of same lethality chasing me. So that's what I was kind of thinking. Like, he was like, I need meditation music, and he was like in shock that like that's something that I do. Basically, my music is kind of in that meditation sort of thing. And so I was like, I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking about making like a 5-minute meditation song, and then a 10-minute, and then a 20-minute. So it's like 3 pieces that are like something that you can focus out for, you know, like half hour, 35 minute sort of zone, and help you get to, you know, like some sort of like peace and deeper understanding, because not everybody has 30 minutes to meditate every day. Hootie hoo, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, buddy. How's life been? I love this model. It's insane. Absolutely insane. It makes me smile so much. And the fact that I know that now that it is from 1964 makes me like even happier. I'm sorry for triggering everybody by sanding her vagina. It has to be done. What is it? This is a Hawks Mini. Let me get the name of Corvette. It's a Weirdos model from the 1960s, 1964, I believe. It's awesome, is what it is. Looks better than your desk. Christopher, I feel ya. For taking up jogging. Apparently, you just run for an extended period, extended time period. Yeah. Weirdo. That word makes you chuckle like a grad student. What, vagina? Masking off panties. My internet has no idea what to recommend to me anymore. So every time I get an ad for Cabela's or Academy, it always recommends that I buy a pair of Under Armour thong underwear or Speedos boy cut panties. And I'm just sitting here back like, you guys have no idea who you're advertising to anymore, do ya? And then it makes me giggle. Because then I'm like, now I'm looking at panties. I didn't expect to be looking at panties today. But here I am. Looking at outdoorsy panties. The J is silent. Vagina. Vagina. What? This model's so cool. Yeah, and then I click on it just because I want to see it closer. Oh, jeez. Not gonna lie, I am very interested in them. Sanding her butt. I love how this is Curvette. And I'm like, Curvette, you have no idea what today's standards of curvy is. Sandy Vagina sounds like a porn star name. How dry do you want it? Just do it for the calendar. Just one nut hanging out the side. Somewhere on the internet, there's photos of me running around in thongs. Yes, Minmax, I did listen to her song. It changed my life for the better. There we go. Hot and sandy. Full of World War II tanks. Okay. Minmax, do you know where that song is? Maybe we can listen to it. Because I don't think it'll get us in trouble. There's no way that that's copywritten. Oh, here it comes.
There she stands, our swing maker man. She's the swingin'est chick of the hot rod set.
Oh boy, that was a thing. That was a thing that we all just went on. I feel like we're closer now because of it. Oh, oh, what am I doing here? Hold on. Go back to this screen. All right, go back to here. Start these musics again. Woo, boy. I hope you all are feeling pumped up from that. I am feeling pumped up. That was something that existed. Yes. Somebody put time and money and effort into that. And I think the world was a better place because of it. Why? Exactly, Hootie Hoot. Why? When the only answer can be, why not? It's nice to get some backstory. And Matt, you're right. That was an experience. Thank you all for joining me on it. I feel like we're closer now. Might be because some shared trauma, but you know what? It brings people together. Trauma. You feel refreshed after that. Beach Boys Space Marine song. I feel like it should just be that, like, all about the sax playing Space Marine. I'm spending a lot more time on this model than I do on almost any models. That shows you how excited I am about this thing. I'm like stoked by this. What's up, AT Roger? How you doing? How's your Sunday? Music for the soul and therapy. How's things been? How's the little piglets? Into the Lost Boys fax machine. Oh my god. Yeah, that would be absolutely amazing. That scene is something else. So, when I first moved to St. Louis, I was approached by this local metalhead because, like, I was like an extreme hardcore black metal guy. Like, that's what I liked. I liked fucking grindcore. I liked black metal. I liked really in your face extreme music. And oh man, I put a spot more of that glue on there because it's starting to come off. Is this a character from Grim Fandango? No, it isn't, but it should be. This is a weirdo. This is Sing Corvette or Corvette. We just listened to our song. I'm sorry you missed that. That was something else. The pigs are great. Excellent. This is kind of like one of those Rat Fink hot rod models from the 60s. It's a Hawk model from 1964. Procured at your very own Michigan Toy Soldier. Alright, I'm going to go back over that seam one more time. Space Marines can't handle that much coolness. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. They wish they could, but they cannot. Alright, let's get this seam one more time. This extra thick is stanky. Judgment Kickstarter stops on Tuesday. Yes, yes. Oh. Rick showed me some weirdos and you were in. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad that he did. I'm so glad he went out of his way to show you these, because I am also in. He's just, no, I feel you. This thing is like, it's so cool. It's so weird and beautiful. Like, it makes me really happy. So thank you for thinking of me. I can't wait for us to do a multi-stream to actually paint this. I almost feel like her hat needs to not be on her head, or it needs to be like keyed back a little bit more, because it covers her stinking face. She's got such great face and bangs. Let's see here. Let's look at the photos. No shit. The sax player from Lost Boys did a guest lecture in one of your jazz studies. That's amazing. She brushes her teeth with Axel agrees. Oh my god. Oh my god. Rick from Michigan Toy Soldier has the album. Oh, and the cover is so cool. I love shit like this. It makes me like so sad that that is kind of a lost art. Everybody's just like rocking her with her hat. I am gonna key it back just a little bit. Wait a minute. Oh, their names are amazing. Yeah. And a checkered flag. Yeah, no, she's got to have the hat. The hat's too cool not to have. But the problem is, like, so this is how it fits normal. Like that's on. And so, like, it covers up her face. So I need it to be, like, here. We do have to I mean, it's that time. It's 1:26. Salt and Sassy needs to get it out. So, yeah, I think we all have to type in caps for the next. Let's do 20 minutes. Next 20 minutes until 1:45. We all have to type in caps. I'm using my orange because you guys are right. The orange is the business. We're going to come in here. I'm just going to coat this even more. Gotta hold it. Gotta hold it. Oh, thank the God you could have held him back much longer. Salt and Sassy, you know I got your back. I got your back. Oh, yeah. Just kick that hat back just a little bit. That's the way it is. A.T. Roger is a trendsetter. We're yelling. Cap's like, I need a beer. It's the way that we do it. It's the way that we do it. Keeps us wholesome here in the murder basement. Oh man, I stinking love this model. It's so stinking cool. It's got a purse. Dangles on there. Magnetize that hat. Shit. No, thank you. Like, these are like really thin plastic. It's amazing actually how thin it is. Scotch and Hobbies, I have a shitload of magnets. I bought them off of Amazon for a while, and then I switched over and bought them from eBay, and that was even better. Okay, hold on. We're gonna use some of my super thin super glue. Okay. That should be good. The super glue, the super thin stuff, the catalytic response of it like setting up is one of the hottest things I've ever felt in my entire life. It like burnt the shit out of me. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I think you need to get like the N52, I think is what they are, and they work pretty well. My knights, I need to dig out the magnets I have in there. They hold the arms, but they don't hold the arms. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you may be old, but you're not too old for the earth. Just too old for in here. Hey, nothing wrong with a little bit of procrastination as long as you're having fun. Right? Get that there. Get that there. Get that there. Okay. There she is. Look at this. Min-Max, you're the best. Look at how cool she is. She's fly as hell. I love this lady. She's fly as hell. Min-Max, I can't wait for us to do this. She's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yep, I like this. I'm now kind of in that zone where I kind of want more of these. So far, this is what we've done today. We've got our mother-loving paint party. We're doing Cosmo. Those luscious lips. Damn right. We got Berserker Bunny. It's all stabbed up. This model is fucking cool. And we got Little Corvette, my weirdo. My weirdo. For all you weirdos. So something that I alluded to that I don't know if I'm going to start today. Demat, you'll have to say where the bunny's from. I don't remember. This is Little Red Corvette. Little Red Corvette. I used to think that song was 1-800-COLLECT for some reason. I want to Archvillain Games. That's what it's from. Post a link in the Discord. Everybody, you should be in the Discord. Hit ! Discord and come hang out with us in the Brush Coven. So, I have been wanting to do some wood carving lately, and I messaged a couple people, and they were just kind of like, just do it. Oh, okay, I'll just do it. So this thing came with a bunch of these little blocks, and I was like, I am not going to carve on a little block because I'm not that meticulous. This little kit was like $35 or $36 on Amazon, and I had work picture mark by it, because all these tools are actually things that will live at work once I'm done with this, because I will probably never touch them again. 1877 cars for kids. Oh, Jesus. As soon as I saw that, I couldn't not sing the song. Oh, ouch. So I want to do a skull on one, and I want to do a 3 of hearts on one, and maybe on the other side, like a pentagram, and maybe like a bunch of skulls. I don't know. I want it to be kind of tarot-y and witchy, as I'm practicing for some future projects. So that's something. If anybody is interested at all in watching me fuck up some wood, I think it'll be a good time. You'll hear lots of profanity, and it might make me take up drinking again. Who knows? This anybody's guess these days. So I'm excited about that. It also comes with these like big things that actually would make like really good plinths. But like I think you're supposed to carve them down and turn them into something. I don't know, or maybe just do something on them. So I'm kind of interested in this. So if any of you guys are super excited, we can play around with that. If not, DeMatt mentioned Judgment. What if you loop that song the whole string? Would that affect your mental health? Yes. And it would also turn all of you guys off. You'd be like, I never want to do that. So I've been saving some money aside for the Judgment Kickstarter, and I didn't really understand that like the Kickstarter would have like all the extra demons would be available in it. Carve it into a dick sword. So I got all the models. How much chuck can a woodchuck chuck? That's right. That's exactly right. How much chuck can a woodchuck chuck? So oh God, come on. Get out of here. This box is too tight. Carve it into a dick sword. Hootie hoot, you know that like I can't not take your recommendation seriously, because we saw how good the last one turned out. It was fun. Dick swords might be a thing. Might get me in trouble. Dick swords. So I got all the creature caster models that are going to be in Judgment, because I already actually owned a bunch of them. So I just needed a couple more, and I'm excited for them. I wanted to do it. The box is too tight. That's what she said. You guys be crazy. I have to take a little bio break here, so I'm going to put us on a hold screen to be right back. Or I can. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Fuck you guys. I love y'all. All right, hold on. Going back here. You guys get left with the Corvette again. I want you all dance. I'll be right back.
There she stands, our swing weight Corvette. She's the swingin'est chick of the hot rod set. On the side of her hat, there's a checkered flag. You'll always find swing wave at drag. that you'll be around. Get turned on when the flag goes down. She'll stamp her foot and really squeal. She really flips when the race makes feel. Sling ray curve and the way I hang of the hot rod said.
Oh, no way am I doing Cars for Kids on you guys. Why would I like you all? Why would I do that to you? All right, we're back. Should probably check my my emails and see if I'm getting copyright strikes for every single time I play that song. Doesn't look like it. This is the dumb fucking shit music they play at the car shows you went to. I feel like this is a good time to get coffee. Thought he was bluffing. I don't bluff. I bluff all the time. What are you talking about? All right. Let me turn my background music back on. I think we're safe. I don't think that anybody is... Oh, I've started again. Stop it. I don't think anybody is following up on the copyright of Sling Rave Corvette. The ISO... Move the ISO off the coaster. Put my drink on it instead. I don't... The isopropyl alcohol? Is that what you're talking about? Okay. Alright. Oh, New Meta, I'm sorry. You're supposed to be talking in caps lock. Because you gotta do that for the next 4 minutes. Salt and Sassy declared it. Yeah, on YouTube, if you are playing music that's copywritten, they email you. On Twitch, they just ban you. So that means, like, I probably have one more time of playing this before I get actually in any sort of trouble. Alright. I'm on my phone. That's not happening. Alright. Let's pull out this Harbinger of Ruin. I think this is the bell carrier. Oh yeah. If you double tap caps lock, it stays on. No excuses. He's right. The Matt, when you're right, you're right. Oh yeah. Look at all that resin. I hope you guys all have resin nippers, plastic nippers, and resin nippers. And it's not that you can't use nice nippers, but it's just like, why endanger your nice tools, right? Am I right? Sometimes people say, you know, Heath, when you're right, you're right. Oh man, I got fucking plastic super thick all over my handle. I do it on my phone. Peer pressure. Peer pressure, New Meta. Oh my god, music's super loud. I'm sorry about that. I didn't turn it down. Got these space whales in the background. If I want to see real resin, you gotta, well, yeah, let's hop over there. Okay, we're gonna switch back over to screen capture again. Let's take a look at these. That is some massive resin. What model is this? Like, look at how small that fucking judicator is. Or, I can't remember what these things are called. I have a box of them sitting right over there. Look at how massive that is. What is this model? Scotch, what's going on here? Explain to me. And Ladrasil, this is coming right along. That's really beautiful. I love your green undertones still in there. And going into your non-metallic gold is very good. Really fantastic job on that. Demat. Hi, chat. Very nice. Love how you made the places where blood would be pooling like more rosy, still with the green tone. I like that. What else we got going on in here? Oh yeah, if you guys didn't see Richard Dredd's like fucking nasty little pustules and things that he made, that's some like next level green stuff work. He does some pretty amazing things. If there's anything that you all want to look at, hop into the Discord, throw them in the whips in the murder basement. We'll take a look at them. Her left side, our right side. Oh my god, you make my heart twerk. You guys, that's good. I like that. Okay. Let's see here. Back to here. Oh, that's my head. That's big. There we go. Cleaning my hobby room finally. It's been a mess for weeks. Numeta, I completely understand that feeling, like to the max. That's how we get gifts on Twitch. That's exactly right. Geeky Taniki, what's going on? Yeah, right? Geekat, I love like watching that one. I'm sorry I'm not as active in there, but it's fun watching what everybody's posting about. It makes me very happy. I think you are doing an awesome thing. And am thrilled to be a part of it. And thank you, Demat, for helping me figure it out. Oh, domestic things and such. I feel ya. What you building? I am building the Harbinger of Ruin from Creature Caster. And it's going to be a model that is usable in Judgment. So that's why I am building it, because I've been saving up money for all the Judgment stuff because, as you all know, I have been ringing this bell for a very long time, that Judgment is the best skirmish game on the market. It's got deep tactical strategies. It's very fast and easy to learn, and it's especially now, your investment into getting into being a player and having fun is extremely cheap. Extremely cheap. Aw, yeah. Well, Caps Lock, you can keep it on until 2, but, like, we're past the time, so... what does AMI... Alright, hold on. Alright, what's happening here? Oh, yeah. Sweet model. Happy to help out. Gotta run. Wifey is capsing me. Ladder still have a great weekend. At what size does a mini become a model? They are all models. They are all models. That's the thing. They've always been models. It's just some minis are bigger. Geeky, since you weren't here, look what I built earlier. Look at this thing. It's a model from 1964. This is a sling Raven Corvette. It's awesome. It's so cool. I love this thing. And Minmax and I are gonna do a multi-stream where we paint these suckers up. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Weird and funky. I'd call, even if it's a one-to-one. I have a one-to-one sitting on a shelf over here that I need to build one of these days. Let's see here. So this thing goes on here. It's got a skull. Skull is the ringer. Ooh. Weird and funky. Yeah, I love stuff like that. So, I don't know if any of you watched the Judgment video I put up with Peter and I playing. But that game, Demat, I am also very curious too, because the original Judgment models did not have extra bits. A one-to-one tank, call it a mini. I used to do this industrial sandblast and painting, and on our way to the job site out in the middle of nowhere, there was a guy who had a tank in his front yard that had tires put on it, so the treads were off. It probably was decommissioned, but it still was one of those things that I was just like, oh yeah, we're not in Kansas anymore. If you can have a tank in your front yard. Super minis. That's exactly right. Oh, man. So Conquest is my #1 mass battle war game. If you have the choice of playing like a 2,000 point game, Conquest is the game. If you're playing a skirmish game, Judgment's the game. First Blood in Conquest is fine. It's so like I might have helped like get that one like off the ground, but like it didn't do enough differently for me to like be really thrilled about it. It's a good rule set. I think it still will be fun and something to play and give people some other things to do with their models. But like for me, like I was like way more. Yeah, so Judgment's weird. Like it isn't skirmish, but it's like skirmish. It's more of a MOBA than anything, which you know, is weird to think about, like a MOBA game, but that's really what it is. I don't know. I don't know what this guy's supposed to look like. I know that wings go on the back. So I know that goes there. The cool thing about Judgment is though that like right out of the box, Yeah, it's a bit of an upset at the end. Yeah, I was so close to winning. And so the last time that Peter and I played, I won, but he gave me a lot of like insight and like how like some of the new rules worked. So like I didn't expect to win, but I won. And it just kind of worked out in the way that he got his vengeance, and I'm all right with that. It was a clean fight. It was fair. I felt like I was playing really well. I just had some garbage dice rolls. See, Warhammer Underworlds is different because like the deck building is really the only customizable aspect of that game. And while that is a great way to like make a game vary and have different outcomes happen, the actual like teams are always the same. And so that like if you have a team, you kind of know what your tactic is. With Judgment, technically, like in competitions, like you bring 5 models and then you get 2 banned. And so like you might have like your like crux banned like in the draft at the beginning, and that can be devastating. Man, I forgot how good creature caster models are. Just gorgeous models. I don't actually know how to put this thing together. I think this is his tail. I think. And cool thing, cool story. My life gets to go back to some sort of normality this week as Kayla comes back to work. We still don't know like how much she's going to be able to do, as she can't lift things for a while. But just getting her out of the house, getting her back at work is going to really help me out a lot. And so I'm excited to have a little bit more mental bandwidth at the end of the day. So that is something I'm very excited about. But I will say this. I have had a lot of time to listen to audiobooks at work. I am now through the first 4 Dune books again, and I've been listening to the LPN deep dive. Yeah, Matt, I'm glad she's doing better too. So we're excited to have her back, and hopefully it's not too much for her. I really don't want her rushing back to work if she's not physically ready. The super glue is getting to be a little problematic. It's right there at the bottom. Alright. I know those go there. Where's the head? But Is anybody listening to last podcast on the left's Dune deep dive right now? I hope I'm not the only one. Because if you've never done Dune, this is the best time to go through it. When you have somebody like Henry Zabrowski. All I really know about Dune is that Picard has a pug. Man, that movie is hot garbage. And Sting was a jerk. You know what's funny? Fade Ralpha in the book, like the Sting character, Fade is not a jerk. He's kind of put, like, the Harkonnens are much more, they're not good, but they are a much more, what do you call it? Sympathetic group of people. we'll say it that way. More sympathetic than maybe we gave them credit for in the beginning. Oh. But so like let's do like Dune, like catch you up, because like here's the thing, like any of you who likes Warhammer 40k needs to listen or read Dune, because Dune is essentially the what's it called, like the blueprint of 40k, so much so that like sometimes it's like embarrassing how close the lore is. I would love to sit down and talk with somebody like John Blanchett and Jez Goodwin, the early GW people, be like, how affected were you by Dune? Because it feels like you guys were doing it. you were doing it. Okay. I think this might be the head. I think. We'll see. But first book, it's all about the Atreides family basically taking over Dune, and the Duke Leto gets killed very early in the first book, and the family escapes certain destruction as the Harkonnens are trying to recapture their land. All right, Scotch and Hobbies, it's great seeing you, bud. Okay, yeah, that is the head. Okay, cool. And so the the second half of the book, the first book is actually 3 books, and oh, come on, I'm gonna have to actually dig out all the glue in this. I haven't cleaned out this thing in so long. I actually haven't been using super glue often. That's really what makes super glue not work. I used to have a paperclip here just for that. And now I don't. Hold on. Old needles. Just watch the movie. The movie is just so bad. Like, they don't... Oh. This doesn't even have a needle in it anymore. movie doesn't even like come close to like getting the nuance of what the book is. So I know that shouldn't come as any surprise to anybody who's ever read a book based off of a movie, or a movie based off a book. But the interesting thing is like, we wouldn't have Luke Skywalker if it wasn't for Dune. We wouldn't have the Emperor. We wouldn't have Horus and the traitor legions. We wouldn't have any of these things without Dune. The movie was good. I don't know if I would go as far to say the movie was good. I think you're being very kind to a movie that the director, David Lynch, took his name off of at one point in time. So, like, I'm kind of in the zone of, like, the historical importance of Dune can't be understated. And yeah, it's like the complexity of Dune is... it's something else. And so, like, I get when people are say I don't want to read it, it's too much. Like, it's too much. It's too much for me, and I love it, and I've gone through it now multiple times. I've gone through it 2 full times now. I have 2 more books left in the series, and this is where like things go totally awry for me. So like need to take a break and come back to it nice and like healthy, mentally healthy. Oh yeah. Because I want to give the final 2 books their due. The problem is like that the final 2 books are just insane. They're absolutely insane. Because by the end of the 3rd book, like you have basically a godchild being put in charge. Like literally he's like an 8-year-old or something like that, and he's like, I know everything that goes on in the world, and you guys must all follow me. And then in the next book it's like 40,000 years in the future, or 4,000 years in the future. It's one of those things that like the similarities between Warhammer 40k and it are a little too on the nose, if you know what I'm saying. And by the 4th book, the Godchild is now the God Emperor of Dune. That's the name of the book, and he is turning into a sandworm and losing his humanity. And so, like, I think probably the writer was a libertarian dealing with a bunch of stuff, like, emotionally trying to figure out how his politics, like, fit into the world, in, like, the 60s and 70s. And 81 is when that book finally came out. So, it had gone through a couple revisions by the time it made it to prime time. Okay, let's see. Go that way? It looks like it goes on anyway. I need to figure out where this attaches to before I glue anything on, because I want to make sure that I do it correctly. It's got a skull. I need to pull up a photo. I think it goes like this. I think. And I don't know what this goes to, but it's pretty cool. I don't know what that goes to either. The God Emperor of Dune came out in 81. And Dune came out in 65. Dune Messiah came out in 69. Children of Dune came out in 74, I believe. And then God Emperor of Dune. That's... talk about, like, a crazy... I think this goes right here. I think this is the But yeah, that goes right there, which means this goes right here. I'm imagining. Yeah, like that. Yeah. And he managed to like crank out his last 2 books like remarkably fast for someone who, you know, had such a span in between. But I guess like people were like so shocked by how God Emperor of Dune ended that they were like, yeah, let's blast on through it. Which is always like a dangerous thing to do for a story such as that, you know. Like, you really want to give them their space and do. I'm glad you're not the only one who takes a pile of clean pieces and wonder how the hell this goes together. What's up, John? How you doing today? How's things been? I need to pull up a photo of this thing because Harbinger of Ruin. Okay, I see what's going on here. Interesting. This goes like this. Or like this. Post-vaccination, congratulations, man. I'm so glad that you're able to get it. I know that things in Canada have not been so smooth when it comes to that stuff, so fantastic. So Trader Legions, the interesting thing is so I hear a lot of people say don't get into the new books, but like also I've heard people say that the new books are actually very good. You just have to kind of like treat them a little differently, and you'll enjoy it, you know. And when I heard you know, the people on last podcast on the left interviewing them, you know, Herbert's kid and the other guy who I can't remember, Anderson, I think maybe. Brian Herbert and company. They are so enthusiastic about this world, and actually probably know the world better than you know, Frank did at that by this point, because they've written way more books in Dune. And I think besides a couple of retcons they've made, it's been a bit of a shit show getting access there. My wife said that it's because that Canada doesn't have as many pharmaceutical companies, so they've had to make deals with everyone else. Is there any truth to that? They're largely insulting the intelligence of the originals. And, you know, that very well could be. But I think maybe the originals also were insulting to the intelligence of the readers by the end of it. I really want to read about the Butlerian Jihad. Dude, Trader Legions, that's exactly what I want. One of my buddies is, you know, like internet dating a lot. And he's like, oh, she seems so cool, and she's a nerd, so, you know, she's going to be cool. I'm like, yeah, ask her what her opinion is on the Butlerian Jihad. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, see, if you don't know, then, like, maybe you shouldn't be dating nerds. I'm glad that joke hit home for someone. And then when I have to break down what the Butlerian Jihad is, a true nerd cred test. What's your opinion on the Butlerian Jihad? more provinces roll out the stuff and it's disorganized. So pop. Oh, that sucks. I highly recommend getting the audiobooks. I don't think I could actually read the books, mainly for the fact that he uses words like Thalaxu. Do you know how Thalaxu is spelled? Because neither do I. It's one of those things that, like, it might not be the most easy to get into reading it. You know, and the Ixians and the Thalaxus and the Kwisatz Haderachs and you know, all of them. Yeah, thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of humankind. That's why we have mentats. But by fucking God Emperor of Dune, mentats are outlawed too. And the Ixians are now making god machines. What? What? Like, the books are so cool, so deep, and like, just on the surface, if you're just like going at them, like, oh, it's an interesting sci-fi story. Yes, it is. But if you actually like get into the reasons why things are made and just like kind of like live in the lore of the world, those books are pretty incredible. And especially when you realize that like Star Wars wouldn't have existed without it. It just wouldn't have. I honestly think Warhammer 40K wouldn't exist without it. It borrows so heavily. What is a mentat? See, hooty hoot, that's a problem. You need to know what a mentat is, otherwise, like, how are you going to get your computations? Yes, person who trains their mind to basically be a human calculator computer. Paul Muad'Dib was a mentat, trained in the way of the mentat and the Bene Gesserit. Yeah, you guys, we're getting deep. We're getting deep into it now. The nice thing about Last Podcast on the Left doing a thing like this for Dune is the fact that they've made it so anybody can get into Dune now. It is so very accessible at this point. Oh my god, hey, I totally missed it. It's a drug that, yeah, it's a drug that's in the Fallout universe. That is a true statement as well. Trader Legions, I have the Dune board game. I have not played it. I'm very excited about it. But I have not played it. Isn't that the bug homeworld? That's also very funny. It's the board game I have is the remake of the original, and it's not the new one. That's the Dune Imperium game, which people are praising. It seems to be getting good reviews. But the original is, I mean, like, who's got that sort of money sitting around, right? Am I right? Alright. Here we're going. We got this. It's happening. Oop. Basically, I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of sold on Dune right now. I'm trying to get everybody I know to read it. Because, like, I don't know, like, it's such an important part of our, like, nerd culture, and nerd culture is, like, front and center right now. It seems like, and especially with the movie coming out, it seems like everybody should be a little bit more ready for it. Especially if we want to see any more movies done in that universe. If you predict, oh really? That's actually really funny. I think my bell is a little curved. That's okay. It's okay. It could be worse. And the Bene Gesserit, like, that's such an interesting idea of, like, people who have manipulated a universe to work for them. They, like, in the same way that, like the Eldar went out into the universe and landed on planets long before, like, Terrans did in 40K. The Bene Gesserit were doing deep space travel, and they were planting people on planets that were like, oh yeah, this is how this religion goes, and that, like, there is gods coming, and if they do these things, they're gonna go. And so, like, thousands of years ago, they were planting their seeds for the future. It's amazing. Oh, did he really? That's really touching. That is extremely touching. But God Emperor of Dune is one of the craziest books I have ever experienced. It's a trip. I don't even think Herbert knew what he was doing when he wrote it. And I don't think he was on drugs like all the other sci-fi writers were, like Philip K. Dick. I think he just was, like, in it. It is an experience. I highly recommend that one. But you need to read the first 3 to even have any hope of understanding what the fuck is going on in it. Need to. Never ending Duncan Idaho's. Which is, like, one of those things, if you would have told me that the book was about Duncan Idaho from the beginning, I would have been like, you're crazy. This guy didn't even make it, like, a third of the way through the book. How is he the fucking main character of the story? And I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, how is that a thing? And how am I supposed to be alright with that? I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is either. It's Duncan Idaho's all the way down. Hammer goes here. Oh yeah, that's a good fit. I mean, but Trade Allegiance, am I wrong? Like, am I wrong in thinking that 40K is basically set in the Dune universe? It feels like they were so heavily influenced by Herbert's work. And I think that's why I really love the lore of 40K. Oh no! Resin isopropyl juice, that's intense. So I was kind of thinking that the Sardaukar terror troops were actually the Gene Stealer cults. Because I think that, like, the Astartes are actually, like, the Harkonnens and the Atreides. Like, I think they're that. And I think that the Mechanicum is the Nyx. It's my thought process, anyways. Might be wrong on that, but that feels right. Yeah, that is true. That is exactly how that happened in that book. Oh, that's not how that goes, is it? Yeah, that's how that goes. Okay. What is Duncan Idaho's? Duncan Idaho's are kind of like au gratin potatoes, but they're donuts. Ooh, that's a deep cut there. So Duncan Idaho is a Mentat and the like swordsmith of the Atreides family. He is extremely loyal and saves the family in the first book, but also dies, and he keeps on getting resurrected over and over and over again. And so it's basically as many Duncan Idahos in the world. All right, let me get this model done, and then I think I'm gonna call it for today. So my neck is starting to get to me, and I need a stretch. So I need to get this little thing together, and we're there. Yeah, the God Emperor keeps on killing him. The Bene Thalax keeps on bringing him back. It's pretty fucking hardcore. Truthfully, that's one of those ones where you're just like, damn, that poor bastard. All right, Jamie, thanks for hanging out. It's always good seeing you. Okay, get this here. Put this together here. Oh shit. Oh shit. And I like how the Emperor in that book is like, you think he's gonna be cool. No, he's just a pawn just like everybody else. Cause Chom and the guild, they really have all of the answers. I really like in the second book when you meet Hate, which is the first Duncan Gola. I thought that was a really interesting thing to have happen. The Chom, that's right. It's like the Federal Reserve of the galaxy or the universe. Ah, damn it. Damn, Trader Legions, look at you. Your nerd cred. You get fucking extra points today. I didn't even know that one. And the economy is ruled by the spice. The spice must flow. There it is. The melange spice. The geriatric spice. Which every time they say all of the spice, every time they say geriatric spice, it just makes my fucking like heart smile. I just start laughing to myself. Dude, they were all cute as fuck. What are you talking about? I remember the first time I saw the Spice Girls, I was in a Circuit City. And I was just like, I hate this pop music, but I am in love. I'm in love. Absolutely in love. Alright. Alright. He's leaning a little bit. I got him a little off kilter. That's okay. Okay. So, we're at the end of my stream. I'm gonna take a cue from my back and call it. So, I'd like to thank everybody for being here, sticking around. Sorry, it has been Dune Talk. It's gonna be Dune Talk for, I mean, dude, Demat, of course Ginger. Come on, it's Ginger. Damn. We're gonna raid on over to Signarly, because he's a new streamer. He's doing some cool shit, and I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to see him. Check out his stuff. Follow him on Instagrams. But I love this. Thank you so much for everybody hanging out. No extra homework this week. Just make sure that you're good to everybody and that you tell them all like how much you like them. And we'll make it through this world. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to support me in other ways, the always got the Patreon. Please make sure that everybody comes on over to the Discord. Let's hang out in the Discord. The Discord is free. Anybody can come and hang out in the Brush Coven. It's a good time. Zambies, I love your face as well. Jarrett's, it's great seeing you again. Let's go give Signarly some love. All right, everybody. I loved you all. The thing sure went downhill. The Spice Girls? Yeah, John. I'm sorry about that. It's the way it goes. I will catch up with you all a little bit later. All right, love you all.